Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Minecraft. You guys know the story. Spawn in a village, see dinosaurs everywhere, and start punching wood. Then I went around and collected all the wheat in the village that I could find. I buried a few villagers in their houses so they're safe and maybe I'll come back and get them. But FYI, I don't in this video. They're stuck in those houses for 100 days. A little bit later on, I found a cave right in the village. And this is the biggest iron vein I have ever seen. I get stacks and stacks of iron, and it isn't even done. It's absolutely incredible. Full iron armor and tools? Awesome. What is this achievement? Yep, a T-Rex inside the village. You see him hiding back there? Terrifying. Every time he roars, the screen shakes. So, time to leave the village, the villagers, and the T-Rex. I wander around, seems like forever. I found a decent place to stay. And this is where I end up staying for the full 100 remaining days. I was also able to make a backpack, which is super helpful as early on, and I upgraded to an iron one so I can hold a little bit more loot. I was able to add a mod that lets me keep track of the days easier, so that's always a good thing. Let me know exactly what day it is. I was on the hunt for some string for an upgrade for the backpack. This will allow me to have a portable crafting table with me all the time. Part of the backpack. Beautiful. Nothing better than that. There's another portal just a little ways from my place. Nothing overly good in the chest, you know, the regular gold tools, whatever, but it's always cool. Portal right by my house, even nicer. I was able to grab a few chickens, and they will eventually supply me with one of my main food sources for the entire series. Eggs. Cook them, add them to some bread to make some egg sandwiches. Amazing. Oh, should have held off on the backpack, because here's a zombie carrying one. Take him out, and I got it. I get a couple of these through the game this way. And of course, extra storage is extra storage. And back to normal Minecraft stuff, collecting lots of blocks and starting my house. It doesn't get very big, and I outgrow it fairly quickly, and I'm always struggling with storage. But it's not too bad looking. It's nice, and it stays the whole time. Another huge iron vein. There are so many of these different ores around in these humongous veins. It's awesome. Don't really have to look into them and find them too hard. I'll mark this one down on the map, and I'll be able to come to it no problem later. Now this little area is a little odd looking to me, but I've got a kind of a cool idea. I'm going to turn it into a hanging hot tub. I'm going to connect it with a big beam and have it suspended over the ravine. But to do that, with the way I have in mind, and for future plans, I've got to start work on the crate mod. Now, this mod, in my opinion, is one of the most interesting ones out there. Whether it's just some cool looking blocks for decorations, or if you want to automate the whole creating of a lot of different resources, there's always something to do with this mod. I don't get too far into it in these 100 days, but if I continue on with this video in the series, I plan on doing a whole bunch with it. Here's a little bit of work on the hot tub. I'm using some calcite that I found near a geode. Geode? I think that's what they're called, right? Then here's the little bridge that I used to head into the future factory that I have over here. I see a lot of people use campfires as bridges, and it adds a nice texture, so I thought, why not? It's not overly expensive, just have to worry about making lots of coal and charcoal. Deep slate bricks as the roof for the house should stand out a little bit. And then there's these darn dinosaurs. They harass me all the time. They're only one or two hits. They don't do a lot of damage, but they are pain. They always seem to run away when you look at them. So they're kind of a pain. They're the worst. Awful things. Then a quick light up of the area to help with mob spawns. The lines all over the place help show where the mobs can spawn. So it's easy to make sure that the space is lit up enough. Now here's a waste of time. Supports for this bridge. Now normally I'd say this is a good thing. You know, makes it look super nice, but there's one problem. I moved the bridge. Around day 90, I kind of center it in the doors of the factory. It looks nice. It's probably worth it in the end, but a lot of work. Tear it down and removed it. granite. I'm not a fan of this block normally, but it's going to be the floor of the factory, so I'm going to need a lot of it. Mining and mining and mining. But if you give it a nice connected texture, it doesn't look too bad. And then with some nice colored walls, I think it'll look okay. I was also able to bring some sheep home, but I found out they don't like to cross campfire bridges, which is something I did not know before this. First thing for the factory is going to be power. A quick and easy source will be a windmill. Build it up high, adding some sails, and we should be good to go. I added a little bit more sails later on as we go through the world when I need a bit more power. And I'm sure the sails won't be enough forever, but it's a quick setup. This here, I should have cut from the video, but it's my first death. I just couldn't get out of this darn ship. Drowned. Ugh, awful. A little later on, I found a ship on the beach. I nearly gave up looking for the chest. Found it eventually. Decent stuff. Behind my house a ways is another village, and these huge dinos. If they were aggressive, this would be terrifying. But they give a nice regen boost. I tried to get these villagers a cartography job, but they weren't giving me the trades I wanted. I was hoping they'd give me a map to an underground cabin. You'll see those soon. And now it's time to hook up the power from the windmill. I brought it all the way down here and set up just the most basic of machines for now. I spent a little bit more time mining and came across this huge gold vein. So now, 2 iron veins, a gold vein, and I think there's a zinc one right inside my house. I found an explorer's map and followed it for a while, coming across this, an underground cabin. These are a good start to something we'll be looking into much of these 100 days. There are these stone tablets, you use them with a spelunkery table here, and some paper, and there's a little puzzle. You're trying to find different words. Get it done, and you'll get a scroll, which you can then use to find different Alex caves. Now, there's either a problem with my world, or the version of Alex's caves, or just whatever happened, but there's not anywhere around me. I even created a copy of the world, teleported myself all over the place, and using the map, I never found one. The map will show you if there is a cave within 16,000 blocks, and I flew all over. So there's one potentially 30,000 plus blocks away from me. That's just something like, I don't know, that's far. But don't worry, we do come up with a solution. I found another mod pack, but you have to wait a little while for that. Then I brought some obsidian over to the portal, which is being watched by this big bad boy here. But I was able to lure him behind the portal and keep him trapped there for a little while. I built up a safe area around the portal, a stairway to get up to it, and I blocked off the back behind it. I should be safe going up to it, and when I return, hopefully nothing is right in front of my face. Inside the portal in the nether, I've got a decent spawn. It's fairly safe here. I had a quick run around to see what it looks like, and head back for a little while. I'm going to need to speed up this machine. I use cogwheels and some large cogwheels, put them at different angles, orient them certain ways, and you can increase the speed of your machine. And then the beam that will hold up the hot tub. You can attach the beam to this mechanical bearing and rotate it, and it will hold its position. Eventually I find an angle that I like, and I attach some chains from the bottom of the hot tub all the way up to the beam. Back to the nether for a few days. I found a bastion on the map, so let's go find it. I need to build a bridge over this long and scary lava portal. Slow and steady, slow and steady. Then I put some walls up around it as well, so I don't need to be quite as careful the many, many times I come out to this place. I wander around the bastion, I'm trying to be careful to avoid the brutes, because they hurt. I take a little bit of stuff. Then I find a warped forest full of endermen, drop them in some boats, kill them, and take the pearls. Off in the distance, I eventually find a fortress. Since I'm here, I might as well try to get a bunch of blaze rods, which I do. Back in the overworld for a little while, I crafted an explorer's compass. It's very similar to the nature's compass, 2 separate mods. It lets you find the nature's compass lets you find the closest biome that you're looking for. So you can type in like beach, and it will look, oh, here's a beach in this direction, and it's X amount of blocks away. The explorer's compass lets you find structures, so you can type in, like I did, the stronghold. Pop me right over to it. The portal room took me a little while to find, but obviously I did. I tagged it on my map. I built a ladder back up to the surface so I can get here quick and easy. And it's time to get ready for the dragon fight. Full suit of diamond armor? Check. Full enchant table? Check. Some partially enchanted equipment? Check. Now to the end portal? Check. All set, ready to go. And yeah, there's this. And that. Ooh, almost this one. This one hurt. And that. Ooh, look, a save. Oh my gosh. And finally, the dragon is down. Easy peasy. Grabbed all the XP and over to the gateway. Let's see where it takes me. Lots of little islands everywhere. Time to netherrack myself over the void. Okay, the nearest city is 1,600 blocks away. It's not awful, I guess. Found it, but there's no ship here. Stay 50, and I still can't find this darn ship. So it's time to give up. Back to spelunkery, I guess. Now, the main reason I wanted the elytra was so I could fly far, far away looking for these Alex caves. Then I thought, hey, why not just use the explorer's compass? I could type in primordial caves. Boom, there we go. Nope. Breaks the compass. Can't use it, I guess, for any of these darn Alex caves. Well, let's take our frustrations out on this big boy. Arrow after arrow after arrow. It's getting close to finish the job, and I'm dead. Okay, I need more arrows. So some chickens have to die. Get the feathers. Flint. But you can put flint, you can put gravel, not flint. You can put gravel in a millstone, and you can get flint. Boom. Lots of arrows. Let's kill that T-Rex. Okay, let's get some more floor down, and then some tough Minecraft math to make sure the doors are even spaced away from each other, same size, etc. Then I create a small crate smelter. I have a lot of stone to cook. I don't want to wait forever using coal and a furnace, yada yada. So throw it in here. It cooks stacks at a time, and it's much faster. Over the course of the next 10 days or so, it's a lot of repeat. It's amazing how you can think you have enough blocks, and then when you're building, you're not even close. And you might go back 3 or 4 times to get more blocks. Come back, nope, it's not enough, not enough, not enough. Well, that was with me doing the roof and then a little bit of the large swinging door. I think I end up going back to the bastion to collect blackstone maybe 4 or 5 times. And I didn't just go and grab like a couple. I went and had multiple stacks every time I came back. It's just crazy how you think you have enough and you're not even close. Day 70, getting near the end of the video now. This is just a little before I realized that I'm not able to find an Alex cave. I built a jetpack so I can fly around. There might be other fuel sources, but I use coal, and it eats it up fairly quickly. I fly around a little bit, I use the scroll maps to look for caves, no luck. Then I got working on the large doors of the factory. With the press of a button, the door swings open, and then a few minutes later, they shut automatically. One thing I don't end up doing here, but I might in the future, is switch which side the door swings from. Pressing the button, and then I gotta kind of wait for it to open and rush my way in, it just doesn't quite work as well as it could. So that's probably a future job of mine. Well, it's decided now. I'm not able to find a cave. So this mod I found lets me create a nether portal type portal, but it goes to the caves. But I need a lot of stone tablets. Between finding more cabins and doing a couple other things, I eventually get enough tablets to make the blocks. Each block needs 4 tablets, and there's 10 blocks you need, so 40 tablets. Then I need to combine 4 of the scrolls with an ender pearl to activate it. It's a lot of looking and finding. My thought with the portals is let's have them all underground. So far, it's just the Alex Cave one, but I'll make one later on for the Nether portal too, and any other dimensions I add on later on. So I'll need an elevator to go down. It's fairly easy to make with crate. It's not the most amazing looking thing ever, but it's not too bad. Then when I get down here, I'll make a room specific for each different dimension, kind of deck it out with blocks that come from there. I'm also going to move the storage room from this room. If it's going to be an elevator and I got storage all around it and it's not enough storage for everything, so I'll move it out of here and make this whole room really nice elevator. And then I start tearing down and replacing the bridge, just like I told you I would. These are the last couple days of the video, basically just me getting ready to go to the primordial cave. This will be the last thing I do in the video. It'll give us a nice lead into the next one. So, watch me hop in here and see the very last moments of the video. And I'm here. There are sounds going on.